Hi. Today we're going to be examining the story of Jason and the Argonauts. A great story in mythology of Jason and the Argonauts. So, the story begins with the king of the Iolcus. The king of the Iolcus being Jason's father. Now, Jason's uncle, Peleus, is severely, jealous of Jason's father. So, he rules the kingdom, takes over, and that's where we'll begin our story.
This is my kingdom. A new foolish kid is gonna come and take that away from me. No kid. No one. No old man, no young kid. No one.
While Peleus was ruling the kingdom, little did he know, young Jason was being born in the process.
Breathe! 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 It's a boy! It's a boy!
I'll name him Jason.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Shortly after hiking Jason and/or giving birth to him, Jason's mother presented him to Creon. Anyways, Creon raised Jason, and Jason grew into a great, strong young man. And from there, we continue our story.
Creon, will you raise my baby Jason so that Pilates doesn't kill him? Because I want him to grow up to be big and strong and one day be able to retake back the throne.
Of course, my queen. I would not let Big Dog P do anything to him.
Thank you.
I will take care of him.
Now, it's important to know that Jason's birth was done in secrecy in order to protect him from Peleus, because had Peleus known, he would have killed Jason. So, naturally, he had to be hidden even through his childhood. So Jason's mother took him to Creon. Creon was a centaur that lives in the caves. Creon raised Jason until he was able to go out on his own. So Creon tells Jason to move on with his life. And Peleus receives information from the oracle that somebody with one sandal will be the end of him. Now, let's continue to Jason's journey, shall we?
Come in, old man. What news do you have for me?
Grave news for you, my king. Be wary of a man with one sandal, for he will be your downfall.
What?
So Creon tells Jason to move on with his life.
I want to take this time to talk to you. I want to let you know that I'm not your father. As you can see, there's a big difference between you and I. You have your legs, lighter skin color. I'm darker, I have 4 legs. I think it's about time for you to realize the truth and realize that it's time for you to move on. You've began to be a great warrior, a great man, and I think it's time for you to start ruling the kingdoms of far, far away. Lands of your father, lands of your father's father. I think it's your turn to go into bigger adventures and claim what is yours. I will. I believe in you. Thank you.
Little did Jason know that the gods were watching, particularly Hera. Hera decided to test Jason by disguising herself as an old woman who needed help. As Jason continues to embark on his journey, he comes across the old woman, aka Hera, and he decides to assist her. Let's watch.
Help! Please, help. Someone help me, please.
I'm in.
Oh, dear.
You need some assistance?
Yes, please, young man.
What can I help you with?
I need to cross this river. And I'm afraid I'm just too weak and feeble to do so.
I can help you out with that.
Certainly.
Just crawl on my back.
Oh, that was almost...
Here you are. You are, man.
Thank you. Thank you, my son.
Anything I can do to help?
It's greatly appreciated.
Oh,
Oh my, you've lost your sandal. It's a
I'll just
shame.
get another one.
Be wary, my son. I bid you great will and no trouble.
Have a good one.
Now, let's continue to Jason's journey, shall we?
Can't believe we have to deal with this, Loki.
Next! Pilates, I am Jason, son of Aeson, your brother. I have come back to reclaim my rightful place as king of Iolcus. What say you?
You sit down. I have a question for you, Jason,
Alright,
and I want you to be sincere with me.
okay,
Do you think you're wise enough to be king?
I do.
Then I have another question for you. What do you do when you are brought upon a nuisance?
So it's in this nuisance to go return the Golden Fleece.
Is that so?
Aye.
How about you do that? Do you think you're strong enough to do that? Go on that quest? Prove that to me.
Dun dun dun. Damn it.
And so Jason embarks on his journey. But before continuing to embark, he assembles the Argonauts in quite a friendly fashion. Oh boy.
Argonauts assemble!
During his quest, Jason comes across an island. On that island lives a king. Now, we're not entirely sure what the king's name is, and neither is the actual story. So we'll just call him King 2. Now, unfortunately for that king, he upsetted the gods. So the gods sent down harpies to annoy him. Now, unfortunately for the king, he grew weak and old. And due to the annoyance of harpies, things were not going so well for him. Until Jason came along.
Damn.
Jason, I must thank you. How can I repay you?
Well, I'm on a quest for the Golden Fleece. Is there any advice that you can give me?
Be wary of simplicities. That is all of the information I can supply you with.
What is simplicities?
Simplicities are the rocks that smash any ship that dare take the voyage, the calculus. Be careful, dear Jason. I bid you well.
Aye. Thank you.
Jason carries on with his journey. Eventually, he devises a plan in order to safely cross through simplicities. Once he's accomplished that, he arrives at the third kingdom, in which things begin to get very interesting.
Good evening, Your Highness. Who are you? I am Jason, son of Aeson, rightful heir of the kingdom of Iolcus. I have come on an epic quest for the Golden Fleece, so therefore I can one day return and reclaim my throne. What say you?
Who do you think you are? Just coming into my kingdom like this, asking for stuff that you want. What audacity do you have to just out of nowhere come and ask for stuff? It's not your land. It's not your country.
Sorry.
You better be sorry.
Oh, welcome back. Now, in every great story, there's a romance. Fortunately for Jason, Medea falls madly in love with him. Let's watch.
Father,
My daughter!
how are you, Father?
I'm pretty good about yourself.
Father, it is of urgent news that you must allow Jason to take the Golden Fleece.
What do you mean by this?
It is absolutely dire to Jason's future. You must let him take the Golden Fleece, Father. Please consider it. Please, Father.
I'll consider it. Bring in Jason, please.
Yes, Your Highness?
You can sit down. After some thought, I've reconsidered what I've talked about. My daughter gave me some good points. And I think I'm going to give you a chance with one condition. This condition, I hope that you can avail it if you want. And it's your chance to actually get what you want, but I don't know if you're up for the task. You have to basically harness fire-breathing bulls. You have to reap and sow the land and reap the harvest before the night is over. Are you up for this task?
Sounds easy enough.
Then go on to your quest.
Alright.
And so, Jason is presented with the task of harnessing the bulls, reaping the harvest, and plowing the fields, all that must be completed at day's end. Before continuing to accomplish these tasks, Medea gives Jason a salve in order to protect him from the fire-breathing bulls. And so he sets onward. As Jason begins to plow the fields, the seeds given to him by the king begin to turn into the warriors. Little did Jason know this would occur. The warriors set out to do harm to Jason, but luckily Medea was there to aid him. Medea tells Jason to throw rocks at the warriors in order to trick them, and so he did. The warriors were eventually tricked into thinking it was other warriors throwing the rocks, and so the warriors fought each other until eventually they were diminished to nothing. Jason carried on with the task and eventually accomplished them. And so, shortly after accomplishing the task, Medea tells Jason that her father, the king, had no intention of giving Jason the Golden Fleece, and that she knew where to acquire the fleece. She then tells Jason that the fleece is with a dragon, and that a very dangerous dragon. But she devises a plan in order to achieve the Golden Fleece carefully. And so she decides to give the dragon a potion until the dragon eventually fell asleep. Once the dragon fell asleep, Jason and Medea snuck past the dragon, grabbed the Golden Fleece, and then carried back on to Jason's kingdom. And so we conclude our story. It's important to know that there are different interpretations of this story. For example, Medea, in one version of the story, ends up marrying Jason. In another version of the story, Jason leaves Medea for another princess. But in mythology, all things are open to interpretation. We'd like to thank you for watching and cooperating. And now if you have any questions, please ask after this video ends. Thank you.